because ultimately, if you reject progressivism, if you are Christian, if you want to see Christian values in this country, and if you want to make our side stronger and the left weaker, and if you want to end the wars and stop all the invasion of America through our southern border, we're pretty much on the same side. And unfortunately, there are people who call themselves on the right who are not. You mentioned the neocons earlier. They want to continue to bomb the Middle East. They want to continue to import crime basically into this country. But that's one thing about this is a clear signal that we are at war, Kirk's death. The difference is we should not retaliate with weapons. We should retaliate with ideas and with political power. And if until we do, there's not going to be real change. The progressives have taken this country over decades and hundreds of years. It's going to be a very long and difficult slog for the right wing to win. And some of that is doing stuff that we talk about, which is fighting for gun rights for good people, making it harder for them to disarm us, making it harder for them to spy on us. With you mentioned last time you came on the podcast, the credit card companies, doing things there. That's very important. And it's troubling that there's people who think, well, we need to do what feels good, which is to pick up a weapon and go charging in. And I pray that if there's anyone listening to this who feels like that, that they pray, think carefully about what they're thinking and considering to do, and cooler heads prevail.
I
Because
had to remind myself of the garden of when Peter cut off the ear of the Pharisee's slave or servant,
yes,
and what Christ's response to that was, because there was a lot of people forget there was a twofold reason that he did that. One, he didn't want Peter to kill people to prevent him from being arrested, because that was the plan originally. But a lot of people forget that under Roman law, that Peter would have been arrested and executed for that maiming of a servant of a slave. Under Roman law. You could not do that because he was a religious servant. He was, a part of the Pharisees who were under the Romans. That was illegal. Peter would have been killed. So he saved him from being arrested and killed alongside him on a cross, so that he could write the books that he wrote. Right? He wrote part of the Gospels. He spread the message. And then a lot of people also forget Paul. Paul was a violent murderer for the Pharisees, and he was converted. He stopped and became one of the most peaceful members of the apostles and wrote some of the best books of the Gospels. And that's, we cannot retaliate in the same way. There's a difference between vengeance and righteous anger. And we've already seen it. Like I said, we've not burned any buildings down.